Welcome back, everybody. We're back another week. My mom's with a camera. We back. I heard Nick got us some new subscribers today. So
word?
We'll see.
Putting in work.
He's finally putting in work, but he still ain't subscribed yet.
Wow.
Because it's fucking weird.
It's not weird. That's not how that. It's not your channel though, so it's not weird.
You're not liking your own Facebook page.
That's what it feels like. Feels like I'm liking my own photo.
It's not though, so it's completely
different.
All
right. In my weird twisted head, that's what it feels like.
I think you should just take one for the team.
In Nick's beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
Hell no.
Goofy as hell.
Back another week making Puerto Rico plans.
Yeah.
Josh don't want to get dirty in Puerto Rico.
I don't want to get dirty too far from the hotel where I can't shower. I'm just saying. Unless we're going back right after.
We're not going right back after.
That's my point.
It's like a 3 hour.
That's my point. So you're gonna be.
We're gonna be sweaty and funky.
That's fine, but you gonna have mud all over you and shit for that duration of time. I don't know. Whatever.
So, Josh is just going horseback riding. That's what it is.
We'll find out.
I'd rather go ATVing than horseback riding, but I'm not ATVing by myself. I don't want to be the only mama out there. Wee.
Hey, you like that movie with Zac Efron and that dude from Workaholics? The wedding.
Oh, I hate that. That movie was stupid as fuck.
What? I love that. I love Aubrey Plaza though, so I'm biased.
Nah,
I like her.
Did you like that movie though?
It had a few good parts.
Nah, that movie was stupid.
That movie was funny.
I thought it was funny when she was fucking him.
That was at the end. That was hilarious. That Amazon position. That's what it's called. That's just funny as hell.
You know what I didn't see with Aubrey Plaza? I did want to see was it Dirty Grandpa.
She's real dirty. She's trying to fuck Robert De Niro the whole movie.
She is. I wish I was Robert De Niro. Anyways.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one, but I haven't seen it. No, I heard that was actually pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not his best movie.
I mean, Robert De Niro's best. Of course not.
It's not Robert De Niro's best.
It's not Zac Efron's or Robert De Niro's best movie.
What's your best Zac Efron movie then?
Neighbors.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
He's not a very good actor.
One or two.
One. I didn't really like two.
I like two.
No, one was way better than two.
One was better, but
yeah, I really didn't like two.
I wouldn't sit here and be like, I don't like two. I watch those back to back. I did do that.
I still like my favorite line in that movie was with Hannibal Buress when he's the cop. He's like, "Don't call here no more." He's like, "Don't call the police."
You're the police. That was kind of bogus. He's like, "You did call the cops." I was like, "No, we didn't." Yes, you did. Like,
we got caller ID. Everybody got caller ID.
So can you start 69?
Star 699.
No, star 67. The star 69 is callback.
Yeah. I wonder.
Or
you should
test block your caller ID.
Test it. Do it right now. Do that for the podcast, man.
I have a no knock rating this motherfucker. You know
how about we just get a 911 operator?
If you're watching this and you're a 911 operator, please comment below.
So, yeah.
And best Robert De Niro movie?
I like Heat. He was good, but that movie's fucking long as fuck.
I haven't seen enough Robert De Niro movies to be like, yeah.
You would like Heat, but Heat's a long ass fucking movie. It's like a 4-hour movie or something like that.
Damn. Like The Irishman?
Ronin wasn't bad.
Either yet, but
Ronin wasn't bad. I liked it.
Unpopular opinion. I didn't like The Godfathers.
Yeah. I'm not into it. My sister loves them. She went on she just recently did a marathon of them.
Another unpopular opinion. I didn't like Goodfellas either.
Yeah, that's unpopular as fuck. Goodfellas. I like that movie.
It's on my list.
Robert De Niro's in that
actually.
One. He's barely in it, but he's in it.
He's in it a lot. He's Jimmy Conway.
I never seen Casino.
That's not. I like Casino. Movie. That's a good movie.
I like Casino.
I never seen it, but that's more Joe Pesci, right? Or is he in that one too?
I mean, Pesci's in it, but it's mainly a Robert De Niro movie.
Oh, see.
He's married to Sharon Stone in it.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, I never seen it. There's a lot of old movies I haven't seen.
Same.
Not that old.
Well, I meant like 80s.
I guess, yeah.
80s is like 30 years old.
No, that's in the 90s.
80s and 90s movies. A lot of them I haven't seen. So, I was talking about this yesterday. So, there's this movie I haven't seen. It was called Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder, you know?
You haven't seen that?
I've never seen that.
I don't think I've heard of that.
It's in black and white. So definitely beyond Josh's realm. But
damn.
I seen Clerks.
recently.
I'm not a fan of Clerks 1. Everyone hypes it as this
That
cult
movie's
classic,
good.
but I don't like.
The first time I saw it, and I was just like, "That's what this movie is." Like I didn't like, meh. Like I didn't care. Now that like I'm older and I've watched it a few times, like it grew on me. You know, like that type of
better
thing.
with
So
time.
you're saying I have to watch it again?
Maybe.
I would. I think the movie's pretty good. I think it's better than Clerks 2.
I really like Clerks 2 over Clerks 1. But
Yeah, me
now
too.
that I watched Clerks 1 again, I was like, maybe it is better. Because the acting's kind of bad in Clerks 2.
They just got my girl, fucking, what's her name?
Dawson?
Yeah. Rosario. Beautiful woman. I love you.
So going back to what I was saying with the Young Frankenstein, right? So I don't know. I remember my parents rented a movie, and it was like a comedy, and I want to say it was Young Frankenstein, like when I was a kid, but like there was like a couple of nude scenes in there. I don't know if Young Frank, maybe it's not that movie, or it was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde movie. It was supposed to be like a comedy with some nudes. So like my parents were like, you can't watch this. Like we were all up, and I guess they didn't know there were nudes in there. So they were like, close your eyes. And I just remember Papa. I was like, we lived with them at the time. He would hold his hand up like this, and he's like, go ahead, look, it's okay. Just remember that as a kid, like.
That's funny as hell.
It's been a while since I've seen the whole movie, but I don't think it's Young Frankenstein that has any nudes in it.
It might not be that one, but when I think of that moment, but I'm sure it wasn't that movie.
The only thing I think about it in that movie is when Igor, right? Is Igor?
Igor's Frankenstein, yeah.
He's getting the brain for him, and he's like, and the monster is not talking, and he's going crazy. He's like, what? And something like, oh, it was, Abimail brain, abnormal, and that's the biggest line I remember for that fucking movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in like forever, or I haven't seen it, so never mind. But I haven't seen Blazing Saddles either.
That's
Blazing
a
Saddles?
racist ass movie.
Is it?
All those movies back then, they would not be able to survive. Well, I guess they could survive now, but it's racist as hell. They have a black cop, and they're always saying shit to him, and it's a fucked up movie.
Yeah, I never seen it. I heard it was funny though.
It's funny, but you're just like, damn, they fucking get away with saying that shit back then. Like,
No, my favorite Gene Wilder movie is See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
yeah,
That movie is hilarious.
I don't think I've seen that
Richard
one.
Pryor plays a blind guy, and Gene Wilder plays like a deaf guy. And there was this part. It was talking about nudes. So there's a part of the lady's in the shower, right? And then like she bends over to get the towel, and then he like puts his hand in his pocket like a gun.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he's like put him up or whatever. So she like drops the towel, and then so like
I'm gonna use that.
so then he starts talking, right? And then he grabs his coat, walks away, but the thing is still up, and it's his dick because he got a hard like a gun.
Oh hell no! I gotta watch that. Sounds funny.
That movie got a bunch of funny parts. That movie was funny. I like that. It's probably one of my favorite Richard Pryor movies.
That's funny as hell.
I think The Toy is my favorite. That and Harlem Nights.
But Harlem Nights, he was barely in that one too.
He's in a good portion of it.
Portion. Harlem Nights I seen recently.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Like I just love a lot of Eddie Murphy movies, but that was
I used to have
one
the
I haven't
DVD.
seen until recently. I saw that one like within the last 2 years. I seen Harlem Nights.
I thought you said recently. I thought it was like last month.
No, I want to say it was
Last month I watched it.
It was about maybe 2 years ago was when I seen it. I mean, it's recent. That movie's old as hell.
It was 89.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I still haven't seen Coming to America 2 yet.
It's not worth
He
it.
said it was bad. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I'm not gonna go waste my time.
See, no, you can watch it for free. You go to Amazon Prime and get the 30-day free trial. That's what I did to watch
I did that already.
Oh, you should look. Hey,
Yeah,
someone
for,
else's name.
I think it was for The Boys. That was on Amazon? Yeah, that's for The Boys. So
we did it, watched it, and I was just like, well, this movie's a fucking joke. They turned it into a fucking musical.
Oh, yeah, I definitely don't want to see it. I'm good.
You can see Donnie Darko too.
They made a part 2 to that bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
Is this actual time traveling now?
I don't know. I haven't.
Because there was no time traveling in the first fucker.
I think it was about his sister this time around.
What
Something
was
like
it?
that.
The tail of the plane falls on her?
I don't know.
Donnie got the jet motor and the sister gets the tail?
Well,
I don't know.
each their own, I guess.
I don't know. I hated the first one. So.
People at home, do not watch Donnie Darko. It is not worth you even Googling the fucking movie. If a neighbor comes by and goes, oh, I got this DVD, fucking toss it out the window.
Toss out.
It wasn't even Patrick Swayze's best movie.
He's barely in it. And he's in it as a pedophile peddler.
You know what, talking about Patrick Swayze, you know a movie I never seen? I never seen Point Break.
What?
I seen the remake.
Either.
Remake sucked.
But I never seen the original.
Original's good. I think Roadhouse and what is it?
I never seen Roadhouse.
The Outsiders.
I saw Ghost.
Ghost is good, Outsiders is good, and Roadhouse is good. For him.
I never seen Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn. I saw the remake.
You never seen that?
The original one.
showed me. Yeah. The original?
Mm.
Yeah.
Where they pee in the radiator.
I don't remember that part.
Because the car was overheating and they wanted it to go, so they
needed water.
Yeah, so they peed in it.
I wonder if that works.
It's liquid.
It probably
it's
does.
I mean, if your car's overheating, there's something definitely wrong. So that piss ain't gonna. It's gonna just burn up. But like it'll last like.
Yeah, I guess it would work because people have known to put water in it for
to get what you're going. So like, however, like if you have a cup of piss, it's like a cup of water, but it's not gonna last. Like.
Yeah, how far is 8 ounces gonna get you?
Far enough.
Let's test it on your ride, man. Just drain your radiator and put 8 ounces of piss in it.
That happened to me. No, that actually happened. I didn't piss, but my fucking radiator was like leaking, and I decided to drive from Great America home. Like I was like, fuck it, I gotta get home. Car died on the way back.
Damn.
I fucked up that car.
Jesus.
I rode on the rim from Smooth's old house over in Wooddale all the way to Pulaski and Edison.
You didn't have a spare?
That was the spare.
No, why are you gonna fuck around and drive around all damn day?
You sound like my dad right now. You know that spare is not meant to go.
Yeah. That shit's meant. That shit's meant. As soon as you got the flat, home.
He's like, it's 50 miles and only 50 miles an hour. That's it, 50-50.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so, no.
You need to learn your lesson, huh?
No, I want to say yes, but I've had so many times where the tire blew up and then I put the spare on and the spare blew up later.
Oh my god!
But it was all within like the spare blew up the same day. Like
I'm gonna call bullshit. I think it was weeks later.
No, after that day I learned like damn I gotta hurry up and go get a tire. But I remember one time, I bought a used tire because like I just needed to hurry up and get a tire because the spare was on, and then that tire blew up.
Bruh, that sounds fucking terrible.
Like I've had so many like tire bullshit. Like one time I same thing too. Like I had the spare on my Camaro, and my other tire was leaking, and I had an appointment for AutoZone or for Firestone to like put the tire on, and like the other tire started leaking. I'm like, what the fuck? So I honestly swear to God, this happened. I filled it up with air, put some duct tape on the fucking hole, and fucking just drove it straight to fucking Firestone.
Fuck it.
I needed to get there.
If it works, it works.
It was like less than a mile. So I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Whenever I've ever gotten a tire replaced, I always get them replaced in pairs. So if one tire is bad, I get the other. Like it's a back left, I get the back right replaced the same day.
Yeah, I ain't got white boy money.
They ain't white boy.
I'm crying. I don't got white boy money.
And there's always special like buy 3 get the 4th one
That's
free.
why if you slash somebody's tire, like you slash 2 because they got a spare, and then you slash 2, so they're fucking stuck. But if you slash 3, it's like they're gonna get the other one free anyway. So don't slash 3.
It's true.
You're saving them money.
I can't believe you trying to make sense out of people slashing people's tires.
This is good knowledge. This is good knowledge. Hey, you heard it here first. This is good knowledge.
Don't never slash 3 tires because you're just doing them a favor.
Auto Shorty's like, write that down. Write that down. Can't wait for him to cheat on me again.
Our new sponsor is gonna be Just Tires.
No, they're gonna be like slash all 3.
For real, right?
They want you to buy 3.
/4 and we slash the prices.
I honestly I tried to slash a tire once. It didn't work out.
You did it with a screwdriver.
No, I did it with the knife I got. Like I ended up fucking up my finger
Because it was some doll ass knife.
Yeah, because
he slashed.
No, I because it was like a knife. You pull it out, but like the thing to hold it, right? But to close the knife, it's a button push, not the lock where it locks and you got to, like a normal knife. So I held the knife, like I held it by the hand, and I went to hit the tire, but because I had the thing and I squeezed it, it fucking as soon as it hit the tire, it closed on my finger.
Why was you holding it then?
How was you supposed to hold it?
Like you were holding the button to close it?
You got the buttons on the handle of the knife.
Okay, I got to see this knife.
Yeah, because I'm a little confused now, actually. I thought I understood, but because most knives have the thing where like, you have to actually like
pushing the bar down.
Yeah, the bar.
Right, push the bar and then put it to the side.
Yeah.
Right,
And
you shouldn't have to.
This one doesn't have a push the bar to the side. It's an actual button. As soon as you push the button, it drops a little bit.
In the way of where you're holding?
It's on the handle.
That's a really shitty knife. You should get a new one.
It was a free knife by my grandfather. And I told him about that. I didn't tell him what I was doing. I was like, man, that fucking knife cut my finger, man. He's like, well, what are you trying to do? I was like, oh, I was just trying to like stab something and like cut it. He's like, oh, you should get a dagger instead. Well, because he said that even with the one with the lever, I don't know what that's called.
Switchblade?
Like he's like that'll end up closing on you too if you stab something hard enough.
Yeah, you could break the thing. I haven't seen a lot of. If you buy a cheap one, it'll like just break it. But that's true.
Yeah. So he's like, just get a dagger.
Speaking of fucking up cars, I remember when you keyed that car twice
With the screwdriver.
Yeah. It was Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
We went to the mall and we couldn't fucking find parking. We're driving up and down the lanes looking for parking. A car we finally come back up this lane and there's a car in the third spot, closest to the door. And we're like, oh, fuck yeah. We put our signal on. We're sitting there waiting. The way this person backed out, they blocked us. And then these 2 girls, it was like a red car, right? They fucking pulled around. It was
gonna be red somehow.
And they just did this and pulled right into the spot.
Oh, hell nah.
And I was like, these bitches. And he was red. He didn't even talk. He didn't say nothing. And we just drove around, finally found a spot. He reached into his fucking little side of the car, had a screwdriver in there, and we just kept walking. We have to walk. We walked right by that car because that was where the door was. And he went from bumper to bumper. We went and did our shopping. We came out. They were still there. He went from the front bumper now to the back bumper. Now, when most people key a car, it just goes a little white streak. Yeah. He took that motherfucker down to the metal with that screwdriver. That's you ain't buffing that shit out.
They deserve that shit.
Fuck that up.
Cunts, for real. That's some cunt ass shit to be doing. Cunt move, bro. Don't be a cunt, bro. Come on. Be a cunt, mate.
I think about this shit all the time on fucking Black Friday. Every Black Friday, I think
Friday, it's the anniversary.
It is. I was like, damn. I was like, It's like countdown. It was 15 years ago. It was 16 years ago.
That's funny.
It just keeps going up.
Yeah, man.
Understandable.
Now I got.
don't blame
I carry the things for when I ride my bike. What's it that
Stem remover?
No, the spark plugs, the porcelain from the spark plugs, because that shatters windows. Like a little piece of that porcelain would shatter the fuck out of windows. So I tuck it in my glove. So if somebody tries to cut me off,
Bing. Bye bye.
they call them ghetto ninja stars.
Ghetto Ninja Star. You heard it here first. Word up. Let me get some of those.
Because they got the only thing I don't understand, like people got it, and it's intimidating. It's called the get back whip. It hangs from your handlebar, and it has spikes at the end of it. But there's a ball, so it doesn't move because it's heavy. But I'm like, if I'm riding the bike, and I pick that up to throw it, it's coming back.
Yeah, right. Because it's attached.
Yeah,
right?
it's attached to your handle. It's coming back. Like so, it wouldn't want like that's more like intimidation. Like it's not like you throw it and it's just gonna just drop. You're gonna throw it, it's gonna drop, and it's gonna swing.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, like I was like, I thought about getting one of those, but just because like it's intimidating factor. You see somebody got that in their bike, you ain't gonna fucking go to fuck around. But I don't think I'd ever use it.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's pretty crazy. I would be very afraid of my
Yeah.
ball coming back.
I don't know.
in the
Not
face.
only that, but like if you're in the heat of the moment, you're probably gonna grab it and throw it.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Very
fucking
true.
raging, and then you ain't, it's gonna come back and hit you, and then you'll be like, "Fuck."
Oh, and now you're crashing because it hit you. Word. Yeah, no.
I can't have.
I'll stick with the Ghetto Ninja Stars.
I love my bike.
I can't have one. I don't trust myself.
I don't trust myself either. That's why I haven't got one yet. Actually.
I don't trust myself. I got road rage like a mother. And then not only that, like sometimes I get tunnel vision. You can't have tunnel vision when you're on a bike. You always gotta be a defensive driver, and I'm an offensive guy.
Oh, I'm on offense. I remember when I had to take the driving classes. You know, like it says like, do you feel like you need to punish people? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I did everything. And they were like, you have road rage. They're like, they're like, what do you do if a car is driving too slow? Do you drive around them and then slam on your brakes? Yes.
Yes.
Who doesn't do that?
I know. I just drive away.
No, man, I fucking slam
That's
on
too much.
I slam on the brakes. Like, yeah, get off the
If
car
I'm
away.
speeding, it's because I'm showing.
No.
I guess because I'm always late all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get somewhere, so I ain't got time to be playing games. Just get the fuck out of my way.
It takes
Like,
2 seconds to slam on your brakes and take
That's
off.
2 seconds I could have been. Phew. But that's just me.
The wife is always calling me out on my shit.
I had a guy follow me once.
I've
He was pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That
and I
might have
fucking-
been me.
I had a fucking pouch, and then I reached into my pouch like he didn't know what I had in there.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing, but if he would have pulled out a gun, I would have been fucked. I reached in my pouch. I was like, "You want to fucking go? Let's go!" And he fucking jumped in the car. But I was a bit scared, but
He's like, fuck it. It's do or die.
fight or flight. I was ready.
Word up.
Would have pulled the Matrix.
I don't know about that, but dog, you not Neo. There is a spoon, my guy. There is a spoon. Don't try this at home.
Wife called you out. I made a guy's day so bad. I remember that day. I even created a story for him. But like he was driving so fucking slow, right? And I came up flying, vroom, and then I was like this, and there was like no place to go around, right? So then finally, like I was like on his ass. So then finally opened up the 2 lanes. I jumped in the other lane and fucking took off, and he was like, "Motherfucker!" He was like, his hand was shaking. I was like, he's probably got fired from his job. His wife was cheating on him, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just me in the road." That's the story I made up. That's why he was so mad. You motherfucker!
No, but the wife calls me out like we're driving, and I'm always paying attention to my mirrors, and I see a guy flying up in the right lane, and I can see that the car in the right lane ahead of him, the guy's going slower than me. So I know that my speed, his speed, eventually it's going to lead to him cutting me off at only a couple feet ahead of my bumper.
Right.
So I start speeding up. And she looks in the mirror and she's like, why are you doing that?
I would.
And I was like,
I actually would do that.
I was like, cuz I ain't having him cut me off when there's nobody fucking behind me.
Yeah.
Let him slow down, get behind, and get into the faster lane.
I don't care if there's. I just you ain't cut me off.
Yeah.
No, I don't treat it like a race, but I don't appreciate people cutting me off to gain that 2 feet.
Yeah.
When there's no space. I got a couple car lengths, go ahead, take it. Fuck it. But when I know that I'm gonna have to hit my brakes hard because you're gonna cut me off, now I got an issue.
Agreed.
But the worst though, and the wife had my back, was we were driving. We found out that there was a Wahlburgers in St. Charles.
I've never been there.
It's okay. They're good. Tater tots are phenomenal. Burgers.
We never
Okay.
had it. We're big burger people, so we're like, fuck this.
You'll be very disappointed.
Yeah,
It's called Sandlot. They make the thin burgers like this.
I've
like
had
this
it.
one.
They're good.
I never had it. Oh, I had it once, but it's one
Yeah,
of the
I've
check
been
off
there.
list.
It's good. Good milkshakes there too. Well, anyway, so we're driving down Roosevelt, and this fucking guy in this blue car, I think it was like a Focus, fucking just cut us off. And we're both like, this fucking kid, because it had to be a kid fucking driving like an asshole like that.
Yeah.
Well, then this lane, the right lane starts to slow down, so then we move into the left lane, and we actually get side by side, and we both look over and see it's an older Indian guy, maybe almost 50 years old, late 40s. And as soon as we both look over, he goes, and we started laughing like, what the fuck's this guy problem? Well, I have to get back into the right lane because soon we're gonna have to make a right turn. So as soon as I get back over, he locks up his brakes. I'm like, what the fuck's this guy problem? So I try to get over to the next lane to go around him. He then drives in the middle of the lane. And he does this. And then we both wind up turning right on the same block. So he thought I was following him. And then he's kept fucking brake checking me and almost hit me. So now I'm red because I got my kids in the car. So I wind up fucking following him, zigzagging through fucking neighborhoods. And then he pulls over and he acts like he's on the fucking phone with the cops. And so I pull over right next to him. I'm like, go ahead, call the fucking cops. Do it. I'll call them. Then he fucking takes off again. And then he fucking almost sideswipes me. So now I decided to fucking just, all right, whatever, I'm going to slow down. We wind up being caught at the same light. And I'm side by side with him. And he looks at me. And he rolls down his window and he's like, hey, you motherfucker. I'm like, motherfucker, me? Hell no. I jump out the car. I'm like, I'm going to beat your fucking ass. As soon as I jump out the car, he drove into the oncoming car lane to get away from me and almost fucking did a head-on collision and turned left real quick on some block.
God.
I was ready.
Bitch made.
I was ready to kill him.
That's crazy.
You ain't had any road rage stories?
Not that crazy. I just swear like a motherfucker in my car. They can't hear me. But
Nah, I
haven't gotten there yet. If you get me to that point, I'm whooping your ass. If I getting out of my car, you getting your ass. I'm gonna chase you.
I was trying to. I was on foot chasing his ass.
Yeah, there's no. If you get me to that point, it's over. I'm whooping your ass now.
I got. Well, let me ask you this: what would you do in this situation? So, I wasn't here for this story, but my boy John tells the story all the time, and he was with Smooth. So he was just they're just chilling, driving, and this guy goes in the car next to him and spit, and it landed on Smooth's fucking car, in his car, on his.
Oh, we fighting.
So fucking Smooth was what the he was an accident. He's like, oh man, I'm so fucking. So Smooth was pissed. So they take off. So Smooth chases him. He said that he made the biggest loogie, caught up to him, they stopped. And he and then John said they went in slow motion and then landed all over the guy, like he got slime, and then Smooth took off.
Slide like your Nickelodeon.
So he got his ass. Oh, speaking of which, I had a dream about Smooth last night. I had a dream that he was drunk and he was drinking because his wife was leaving him, and he was Swear to God, like we were doing, and then he made me do shots at like Hooters.
I think this is some this is hateful wish on him, man.
You're projecting right now, bro.
I got a story similar to that though. With
Smooth?
no, but the chasing the guy down and getting fucking
The loogie.
I wish I was there for that.
I had my wife was pregnant with Christian, and I had my Grayson in the car with me, and we picked up Myra from work, and she was hungry, and I'm like, oh, let's stop at Wendy's. So we get in Wendy's drive-through. I got myself the big Dr. Pepper with my Baconator. We pull out, we're on Roosevelt, and this fucking guy fucking is playing pole position. He fucking swerved right in front of me, almost clipped my bumper, made me lock up my brakes, especially since it was a red light. So he took my braking distance. I'm like, this fucking guy. Well, then the car in front of him, when the light went green, hesitated. And the guy next to me hesitated. So then he tried to swerve back into the left lane and freaked out the guy, and he almost swerved into me. So this fucking guy almost caused 2 accidents within 30 seconds. So I was pissed, right? The next light I catch, I go to get in the right turn lane, and we're side by side. So I'm heated. I roll down my window, and I'm yelling, and he had his girl with him. She's fucking sees me yelling, and he rolls down the window and goes, "What? What's up?" I was like, "Why is he driving like a fucking asshole?" And so she goes, baby, he wants to talk to you." He turns down his music, leans over her, and goes, "What's up? Why are you driving like an asshole?" "Oh, you want to know why I'm driving like an asshole?" "Yeah, because I can." And he smiled at me. I didn't even take a sip out of my Dr. Pepper. I grabbed that and went, boom. And I'm like, I'm an asshole too. Fucking, he laughed at it, but his girl got soaked with that fucking thing. I didn't even take one sip out of it.
Oh,
they both got soaked. And I was so mad. I fucking turned over right. I was hoping he'd follow me, but he never did.
That's funny.
He worked for the dealership. He had a dealership plate. So, you know, he had to go get that shit detailed because they were wearing that Dr. Pepper. The wife was laughing at me the whole time.
I'm crying, son. That's
and then she goes, "Don't even think about touching my Dr. Pepper." Because I was thirsty at that. I was so hot, I was getting fucking cotton mouth. She said, "No, you can't have mine."
That's some funny shit.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. No, the last road rage story I got was, so this guy, right, fucking like, we just cutting each other off left and right. So he finally cuts me off. I jump in the other lane. I give him the finger like, "Fuck you, man, fuck you," whatever, right? And I pass him up, and then like he passes me up, and then like tries to give me the finger back. I know what he wants to give it back, so I'm not looking, right? And then he goes beep. I'm like, he wants me to look, and then I just went like this. No.
He's like, "I'm not gonna lose this one."
He wanted me to look. He just fucking took off. I was like, yeah. I know what does he want?
He's like, he ain't beeping to say sorry.
No, I did the whole body. No, I'm not looking.
I'd be mad as fuck, bro. That's fucked up.
Even though he cut me off, I won that battle.
Hell nah. He playing chess over here. I'm dead. That's funny as hell. Beep.
Nope.
That's funny as fuck. That's a good story. I'm dead.
The wife thinks I need anger management. She's like, "Someone's gonna end up shooting your ass." Because I'm always fucking yelling at people and giving them the finger when they're acting stupid.
I get that road rage. Get hot.
I do.
It's always worse when you're late.
Yeah, because you're in a rush.
I ain't never late.
You heard it here first.
Just don't be late, and you won't get road rage.
It's true.
That's not true. I'm never late. I always have road rage.
Always like, I feel like people drive slower when I'm like, I gotta be somewhere.
Yeah, that was today. I was driving here. I was like, why is everyone driving 10 miles under the speed limit? What the fuck is going on? I was Like, dude, get the fuck out of my way. But, you know, I'm not throwing soda at them because I don't have any. But
You ain't giving fingers.
yeah.
Ain't flipping the bird.
Usually when I look at people, like, look at me and look away. So I haven't had the opportunity to have a
Confrontation?
crazy road rage confrontation moment. So, knock on wood. Because if you get me to that point, I am whooping your ass. Because I'm doing everything in my power to not get myself to that point. But if you bring me to that point, like I said, I'm whooping your ass.
It's crazy.
It's his life.
So I got only a couple news topics. Look, this whole time we ain't even talking news. Shit. It's a good podcast when we just go off the dome.
Yeah.
So
Next week, all off the dome.
First news topic: family finds grandfather's fortune hidden in the floorboards in the attic. You imagine that?
Old people
the
be
ceiling?
hiding all kinds of shit. You see hear about that one guy who inherited his grandfather's house, and he decided to do some remodeling, and found all this old whiskey hidden in the walls.
He was alive during the fucking Prohibition?
It must have been. They kept finding all these fucking antique bottles
Well, like,
hidden
what-
in the walls.
I don't understand. Like, you hide it in the vents or whatever, sure, because that like you have access to it. But hide it in the walls, like when, be like,
I need that drink.
right? Like you'll be like, I know you back there. One day I'm gonna get you. I be thinking, like if I had something in the walls, I would just be like, what the fuck I do that for? And then I'd be
Especially if it's booze. Like, I understand you trying to hide money or fucking
mad. Or like
family
the car-
heirlooms
like the
or
cartel
something.
or whatever.
Yeah, you trying to hide your drugs.
Prohibition, bro. He said,
Was liquor really that important to
Look,
fucking hide?
This is the way. If it's during Prohibition,
Yes.
this is the way I would hide it.
Like, who's doing door-to-door searches for the shit?
No.
It don't need to be hidden.
the cops. What are you talking about?
They weren't going door-to-door.
Were they not?
No, they weren't.
No,
What was the reason
it was
for hiding
it was more
then?
for bars. Like bars couldn't have it, or that's what they call them, the speakeasies with the hidden booze, but not in people's houses. I mean, unless you
Maybe
got,
if you haven't-
unless you got arrested.
I've
or
seen
something.
like houses with like the hidden compartments for it. Like there was a bunch of houses from that era that have like the hidden areas for it.
I would like that in my next house.
I will send you some links because this is news to me that they're not like that crazy about Prohibition because I literally have only seen people doing the utmost shit ever to hide their liquor in their house.
That's probably bootleggers that are hiding their shit. in the
Maybe.
house.
Hey,
The average Joe, I don't think they were fucking going door-to-door searches. I think it was people that were in the know that they were
Like
trying to
Capone.
hit. Yeah.
Hey, what would you do if you bought a property and then you find out it was like actually Capone's property and he had some money in the backyard?
I wouldn't tell anybody. You wouldn't know about it. No one would know.
Well, everyone would know.
Why?
Because the currency isn't the same.
And yeah, but still, I'll just get rid of it.
Get rid of it? How you gonna get rid of it? Spend it.
You can't.
I would tell you turn it into the police. They have Capone got 14 days to claim it. If not, it's yours.
The currency, I'm sure the dollar bills look mad different.
Right, but if nobody claims it, it's yours.
You can't spend it though.
You
Can you?
After you get it back, then you take it to the bank and be like, I have this money. They'll
This
change
old
it out.
ass money?
They'll change it out for you.
Really? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought if it was
Capone had houses everywhere, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine like if you found some money, or like Pablo Escobar like buried his money. He didn't know where it was. I just been watching Narcos. That's why. Like, man, you imagine that you just find his money. I would be more scared. Like if I bought a property, or even like maybe not even somebody famous like Escobar or whatever. Like just some gangbanger's house, some big ass drug dealer, and then like he's fucking pissed that you bought his house and.
Yeah,
There's money hidden
he was in
somewhere.
prison and fucking property got seized.
Yeah,
movie plot word.
be fucking I'm like yikes. Yeah, movie plot. It's called that Martin Lawrence movie where he became a cop to steal that diamond.
Yeah, I just saw that like a
Blue
month
Street.
ago. That movie's good. It's not good, but
It's not bad.
it's not bad.
Dave Chappelle?
It's not. I don't like Dave Chappelle in movies that aren't his. He kind of sucks in that movie, like really bad. I actually hate Dave Chappelle in that movie so much. Not gonna lie to you.
You didn't like him in Nutty Professor?
I don't even remember him being a Nutty Professor.
He was the comedian who made fun of
I have to
the
rewatch it.
clump.
I'd have to rewatch
He's like
it.
dreadlocks. I heard of shitlocks.
But yeah, he's not funny in that movie with fucking. Forgot his name already. Martin Lawrence.
I like Blue Streak. Good movie.
That is a good movie.
You know what? My favorite, well, not my favorite, but a really good Martin Lawrence movie was it What's the Worst That Can Happen with Danny DeVito?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You ever
I
see that one?
seen that one.
He's a thief, and like he robs Danny DeVito, and then like he calls the cops on him, and he has like this watch on, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my watch too." So the cops give him, but it was like his dad's like family heirloom. He's like, "This, I robbed this guy, but he robbed me." It was good. Life is also a really good movie.
Life is
that's
up there as my favorite, and the other one was with Robbins. What's his name? Dude that was in Shawshank.
Oh, Nothing to Lose.
I like that movie. That was a good movie.
That was good. I like Life better. Life was really good.
Life-
I mean, besides like Bad Boys, obviously, Bad Boys 1 is the best one.
Yes.
2 and 3, like they
I like
kind
two
of
better
like
than one.
they kind of had. I like 3 better than 2, but they have like nothing to do with each other. Like
Three,
they're all
the latest one.
like totally different plots.
I haven't seen the latest one.
You like
2?
3
You
better
like
than
2
2?
better than 1?
You like 3 better than 2? You smoking crack, my guy. Like, ain't no way you like 3 better than 2.
I haven't seen 3.
Isn't 2 the one with they're
With Gabrielle Union.
KKK and it's like
Yeah, that's the opening.
that's a
of
good
it.
one. That one's
That's
good.
Or when he's like, the devil doesn't live here. When they were fighting the Jamaicans, yeah.
You ever play Bad Boys 2? That's a
game?
badass
No.
game. That
They made
was
a
back
game
when,
on
yes,
it?
that was back when video game movies were hot. PS2 shit. Fire.
I don't.
Fire.
Like each movie had like nothing to do with each other. Like they were just like the same characters, but I felt like they didn't act the same. Like their character, like didn't go well.
I don't think that's true. I would not agree with that whatsoever, actually. Yeah, I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm gonna have to defy you on that one.
Yeah, no.
Be Scar on this one, man. Sorry.
Like 2 was missing everything that was funny about like the 2 Puerto Rican cops that was making fun of him. Remember in part 1?
Yeah.
Like they weren't in 2 at all. Like they were just like nowhere to be found. So just kind of threw that out. Like the captain was like all peaceful now instead of being angry.
Called character development.
Really? Because what happened to him that he became peaceful?
He's trying to get his shit under control.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's trying to. Yes, it's called anger management, sir. Maybe you should try it sometime.
Well, he didn't need it.
So you mean to tell me when they make a sequel to a movie, you want it to be just like the first?
Not just like the first, but
Well, you want the Puerto Ricans to get made fun of and go back and forth? That would be just like the first.
But I want them to be in it. I want them to be in it. Yes. I want to give me some nostalgia back. Give me a
What
reason.
if they got killed?
Then
How they gonna be in it?
they didn't get killed in real life, so they can be in it.
I don't agree with
1 is the
that.
best one. I haven't seen 3 though, but 1 was the best one.
I wouldn't say 3 is better than 2.
What's your favorite? Was Men in Black 3 better than 2?
What was 3?
Where they go back in time, or he goes back in time?
No, 2 is
No.
better.
No, 3 is way better. 2 is terrible, terrible.
Maybe I'm just nostalgic.
I
had to
like
rewatch
1.
1 is good. 1, 3, 2. 2 is actually kind of bad.
Which one is 2 then?
2 is the one where they go back to get Kay, and then like the girl's a princess, remember, or something like that.
Oh, the first one's with the roach guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
International
And then
was
2
terrible.
was with Dawson.
International with Liam
That
Hemsworth.
was so bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I like that girl though, because of
Thor.
yeah, I like her, but
Oh, they fucked up that sequel. Like
Yeah.
they had the autopsy chick at the end of the first one being one of the Men in Black, and then boom, they just wrote her out of the shit. all bogusly.
Oh, they just wrote it just like the two Puerto Ricans. They just wrote them out. I'm glad we came back.
Wait.
You wanted to be
Stop. Those two Puerto Rican dudes had like 5 lines in the movie. This chick was a main star of the first one.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm fucking crying. That's funny. Full circle, huh? Anyway. I didn't say that, but
She didn't want to come back. That's why.
I don't blame her.
Kevin Smith says she's super hard to work with.
Is that a Kevin Smith movie?
No, she was in Dogma. She was the head girl in Dogma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Jesus,
You ever see Dogma?
Jesus' great grandchild
She was like the star of the movie.
The girl they were traveling
or
with?
cousin.
Yeah.
I can't remember her face all of a sudden. That's funny.
Yeah. She says she was super hard to work with.
I liked her in Jade.
I haven't seen the movie.
She's naked a lot in it.
Oh. So now, the other news topic I got, I never heard this before. I'm like, this is stupid. People are fighting over the name of a remote control. Is it a doofer or a zapper?
What's a
Like
doofer?
like of a normal remote control?
Yeah, like what do you call it? It's called
remote control.
I called the remote.
Me too.
Right, yeah.
Who the fuck calls it a doofer and a zapper? What are you zapping? Bugs over here? Like, hey, if you're part of this demographic, please let me know. I want to know why you even thought to be saying shit like that. You need to be stopped. Like,
Yeah, don't breathe.
immediately.
So that brings me to some Midwest slang topics.
Word.
Some of these I didn't even know was Midwest,
Probably,
and I don't even use.
it's probably like
some of them I
outside
don't
Chicago,
use.
Midwest.
Like G's. Like I say G's all the time. Like, but I
That's
didn't know
slang?
that. I didn't know that was a Chicago or Midwest thing.
Is it really?
Suppose
Are you sure?
that's what the internet says.
G's is a Midwest thing. Good to go.
G's. Brewski.
That's Midwest too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I thought I heard that for the first time outside of Illinois.
That I know this one for sure.
Well, Midwest is not just Illinois.
Yeah. Like California is what I meant. So the first time I heard that was in California from someone who lived in Arizona.
Some brewskis.
So that's not the Midwest. Not the first time I heard that, but someone who used that lingo, I should say.
This one I know for sure is Midwest pop, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say pop, weirdly enough. I just say soda.
When I lived in Charlotte, like I used to say, "Hey man, go get some pop." And they'd be like, "Well, like what? Like soda?"
What's pop?
And they used to laugh at me.
When you lived there, did they tell you had a different accent?
Miss Indiana said I had an accent. And then she was like, "It's because you're Puerto Rican." I was like, "Yeah, but my Spanish ain't that great, so it's definitely not that."
Yeah, right.
No, like going to California and stuff. Like, oh yeah, where you from? I always say Chicago, even though, because who's gonna fucking hear it?
They ain't gonna know what Berwyn is.
Yeah. They're like, oh,
Do people say you talk funny?
I got it a couple times, but something came out that was in Chicago, and they were like, "Yeah, Arroyo, you talk like that," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck to talk. It sounds normal to me." I said, "You sound like you're talking normal to me." So everyone sounds normal here, except me apparently.
like I didn't know there's such thing as a Chicago accent. Like I heard, I heard a Southern, New York.
When people say like Chicago accent, I think of like those Saturday Night Live guys, the Bears brats.
Who talks like
we
that?
don't talk like that though. At least I mean I think that's more down by Comiskey Park. They talk like that.
Nah, I think it's an older generation that talks like that. Like people that are in like their 70s now talk like that. But I don't hear a Chicago accent.
Give me a brat.
The problem is our accent is technically the main accent in America. So like the Hollywood accent is technically the Midwest accent. I actually had I was doing some shit for school. I was looking through all like the different dialects in America and shit. But I think that's why it's so hard for us to actually hear our accent anywhere else, because it's like the main
Well, yeah, I understand that, but like, you go to Wisconsin, you go to Indiana, you go to Iowa, we all sound the same. And then even in California, I hear the same.
They just talk
Yeah.
slower.
But in California, like, oh, where are you from? You have an accent. When I was in Colorado, it was the same thing. But I'm like, I'm talking the same as you. What? Because a few words I say are different.
See, to me, like, maybe it's just my ignorance. Like, United States only has 3 accents. There's
That's just not true.
like our accent, New York. I call Boston part of that New York. That whole
No,
east.
it's completely.
I know it's
different.
completely different, but like that type of accent and the South.
That's wrong. I'm sorry. That's just wrong.
That's the way I see it.
That's completely.
I believe similar to what you believe. I believe there's Southern New York, Boston is a standalone, and then there's like
Jeez.
our accent
Okay, so you added 4
Yeah.
instead of 3.
because it's different.
Clean.
Well, I guess
Claim
Texas.
China.
I think Texans probably have a
Texas-
little
Texas-
bit different than the Southern. Southern has more twang.
Howdy, y'all. I wish I could do accents.
There's a lot more accents in America.
My
than
British
foreign.
accent.
Well, I'm not saying from the
is the best.
the different
So-
cultures that come here.
Well, no, that's not what I know. I understand what you're saying. Yes, I said what I said, but
Well, yeah, my British accent's the best.
in a broad terms, yes, there's like 4. It's north, east, south, and west. Yes.
She said it
So-
was from my mom.
So you're saying even
That's
though
my
I'm wrong,
British,
I'm right?
mate.
Yes.
So I'm always right.
No. It's not.
I
how
mean,
that
we already
works.
had a podcast about
God
this.
fucking damn it!
You just verified it. Thank you.
There's too many Momos here.
This other
That is the title of the show.
this other one I never heard, and like somebody was saying it is oop, OPE.
Oh, yeah, like oh, like oh,
Oop. I don't
like when
know.
you're like oh, my fault.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
my
I
fault.
don't notice
You know who does that too? Scotty, and he's from Indiana.
What?
That's definitely a Midwest thing. Like
Oop.
oh yeah. Like he even
my bad.
like people not from here will text that. Specifically, white people will text that. I just say it.
I don't. I've
Yeah.
never.
I ever say that in the snap? Ooh.
I said not from here. Specifically, white people not from here. But anyways, thank you.
But you say oop? Oop.
No, my dad does though.
I definitely say that. So, oh, my fault. I said that. all the
My
time.
dad does it when he like burps.
He's like.
He go, yeah, burp. Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe now I'm gonna pay more attention to it because it was a meme, and I was like, "Did we really say
Yeah.
that? I don't remember that."
I don't.
Sweeper.
Sweeper.
Like, what do you think a sweeper is? I had to look up what the fuck is a
Your
sweeper.
gun. Sweeping them.
Sweeper. A janitor or maybe a Zamboni.
A vacuum. I don't call
No.
it. It's a vacuum.
Yeah, it's a vacuum.
I'm just not stupid, so yeah, it's a vacuum. I don't know.
Tennis shoes. I didn't know tennis shoes was a Midwest.
Yeah, I
thing.
guess that is a Midwest thing, actually. I found that out in California.
But I don't call them. I
I
call
don't
them
call
gym
them tennis
shoes.
shoes.
I don't use tennis shoes.
I call them gym shoes.
Expressway.
Yeah, we say that.
I say it because a lot of people they call them highways or freeways or
Yeah.
the interstate.
True.
I mean, there's signs that say expressway.
Expressway,
here.
yeah.
I mean, like when you think of expressway, like you think of like the highway,
yeah.
but highways are technically
No.
those 2-lane roads that
Yeah.
you kill the sloth on.
I killed it. That's good.
So yeah, so expressway. The other thing, like that, like Wisconsin has, they call it the bubbler.
The bubbler? What the hell is
It's a
that?
water fountain or a time machine.
You just made that shit
A
up.
time machine? They call it a water fountain?
No, what do you think a time machine is?
A time machine, dog, because what else would you call?
It's an ATM.
Why y'all talk like that? This one
Why
likes your
is it
state.
called a time machine?
Take your money everywhere. TYME.
I got a credit card and a debit card to take my money everywhere. So I have a time card? I must have a time card right now. Y'all
You
stupid
got
as
a time
fuck.
machine in your pocket.
I got a time machine in my pocket.
Well, it's not a machine, it's a card. So.
Well, my phone can transfer you money
Yep.
right now. So, I got a time machine in my pocket, according to, what is that, Wisconsin you said?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all idiots, bro.
Fuck Wisconsin. Other than the Blue Glarus beer, they can eat a dick.
I don't even like that beer.
That's good beer.
Never had it,
Spider
so-
cow.
They got a lot of good beer from New
I'm
Glarus.
trying to watch my calories, so fuck beer. Period.
But that's all I got.
Word up. Let's hit them,
That's all I got.
hit them questions.
But oop.
Oh.
At first I was like, how do you even say that?
How you say this?
Like Opay? Olay? Is it like Olay but with a P? Opay? Does it have a little accent at the end?
I'm pretty sure old boy and shit, that's specifically Chicago lingo.
What?
You said like old boy or old girl when you're referencing someone?
Oh boy.
So, yeah, because I would like say that in California, but people would be like, what are you talking about? But yeah, anyways, first question is, I guess, specifically a question for me. Would you ever branch off and do a YouTube channel without your cousin and Nick? Well, that's my uncle, but yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm tired of being called the cousin.
Take it as a compliment. You don't look old.
Or maybe I look old. Who knows? Anyways, I guess, I mean, to do something like this, like a podcast, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it on my own. I'd get very lazy. So I just, you know.
He's always trying to fire us, man.
What the fuck? You need me!
Hey, before you go, he showed up late today. But before you got here, he was like, help me build a fire pit. And I want you to fucking do some cement work too. I'm like, I'm not a cement finisher, dude. I'll do tuck pointing. He's like, what do you use? I'm like, mortar? It's different than cement. He's like, I'm gonna get someone else. I'm gonna fire you from the podcast. Why you gotta fire me from the podcast? Because I ain't helping you with a fire pit. It has nothing to do with each other.
You got a secret agenda. But I do have another YouTube channel. I have my own YouTube channel that I made way before this. It's my name, Joshua Arroyo, if you want to look it up. And it's just, it's kind of comedy, kind of not. It's just all video game stuff.
Josh was trying to practice his stand-up.
I'm crying.
So I came home from school today.
Why you sound like Bill Cosby?
That's what Josh said because he was Joshua.
What the
Like, why would you sound like that Jello pudding motherfucker, man?
Practicing his jokes.
But no, it's video game clips. A lot of them are just me playing really good or just comedy. Like, it is actual comedy. And I edit all the videos myself and shit. I put a lot of work into that. So if you want to look it up, it's at Joshua Arroyo. You know, give a gander, follow me. You know, give me some likes and stuff. But yeah, I would answer your question. I wouldn't do something like this
Is
myself.
give a gander a Midwest thing?
Take a gander. I'm pretty sure that's South, brother. Goddamn.
Take a gander.
Take a gander at my goddamn YouTube channel. You understand? If you don't, I'm gonna tie you up. Anyways, next question I got. My last question. What would you do if you caught your kid with a porn? So I'm assuming a porn means porn in any fashion. Well, I guess it depends on the age. But like, I don't know. Like, hey, bro, chill out. Chill out.
Nah, just be like, don't let your mom see it.
But what age is too young?
I think if
I got
you're
caught. I
younger than
got
13,
caught when I was a freshman in high school.
That's
with
understandable.
a Playboy.
That's understandable. If it's my daughter, I don't even want to think about it. I'm not gonna like freak out. I'm just like, ew, that's so gross. But like, even same with my son. But like, I don't know. If they're like over 13, whatever. Just be like, don't let me catch you doing this, bro. I personally just don't want to know. So you're growing. Obviously, this is life. We all did it. But like, I don't want to find out. So be sneakier. But yeah, that's what I would do. I don't know.
What if it was yours? Like your
Wait,
kid,
what?
Your kid found yours and like took it like out of like your hiding
Your
spot.
stash or
Like
you in it?
No, your stash.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
God. Dude, I was like, nigga, no. No. we in Alabama now? Like, I know we was doing accents, but shit. If it was my stash, like, man, good taste, bro. It's some good shit. Don't go too deep though. It's some
Like, would
freak
you
shit.
purposely hide your stash?
I mean, everything's digital, so like,
People don't have magazines anymore.
yeah. I only did that because I didn't have a phone to look
And,
at.
and no one buys DVDs anymore either.
Obviously,
I buy DVDs in Japan.
Even Playboy
Actually.
stopped printing.
Because they sell them at 7-Eleven. You have to buy one 7-Eleven porn CD. Like, come on.
7-Eleven sells porn?
In Japan. And Family Mart.
But it's blurred out.
That
Well, yeah,
it brings open 24/7 to a whole new meaning.
Yes, it does. Or like, there's this anime district over there in Tokyo, and it's like a bunch of like high-rise buildings, tall as fuck, and there's nothing but stores in each floor. And one was like an arcade for like a bunch of little kids, and it's like a comic book store and an anime store. And the next door above it, a sex shop with nothing but like sex movies and sex toys and like sex, like books and shit. So, sex is very open over there. So like, even though it's blurred out.
Speaking of porn though, I want to know how the fuck people get into anime porn. Like, how do you get off watching cartoons fuck?
Well, it's the same way you would probably enjoy a TV show that's animated. There's no reason not to not enjoy it. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
There's no
Because
reason not
I
to.
can't see jerking off to a cartoon.
Why not?
Because it's a fucking cartoon. I want
Pussy's a
to
pussy.
see real chicks.
Pussy's a pussy.
No, it's not.
Titties is titties. Yeah, I mean, it is. I'm just saying. I don't really discriminate. I beat off to a lot of shit. I have done my fair
right
share.
now I feel like I'm
not
talking shit about you.
No, not at all. Dude, you gotta explore the horizons. All right. So I've explored the horizon, and it's not half bad. Yes, I would personally rather watch real women, but hey, sometimes it just hit different. You just gotta be in the mood for it.
I feel like that's.
Hey man, I wanna watch.
That's super perverted.
I wanna watch. How is it? In what way?
You're jerking off to the fucking cartoons fucking.
It depends. Like, if it's like Teen Titans, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But like, if it's just random cartoons, whatever. Hey, porn's porn, man.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I'm with all that. I'm with everything.
No,
I'm a slut.
The one now you're thinking about like kids finding the stash, porn is porn. So that reminds me when I was a kid, the man one had this big ass picture in his house of like Medusa and like her titties were out, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at this. Cause I was saying that like my leg tattoo, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't want titties on my leg on any tattoo. I mean, I don't want titties. Cause like, how am I gonna explain that
To a kid?
Yeah.
Your mom got titties, don't she?
I don't know. I think that's weird. You don't think that's weird?
I'm gonna get titties on my thigh pretty soon, so.
Like nipples explode?
Yeah.
What? No, man, you don't do that.
What?
You be staring
my
at
upper thigh. So
you
no
be
one can
staring at
see
yeah. No one can see it. Josh gonna see it. Yeah, I'm gonna beat off to these titties on my leg.
So I should have done this. You know what? Matter of fact, you're right. I should have done this years ago when I was still in the military. So when I'm in that porta-john in 120-degree weather and I got no fucking service, I could just look down at my leg and just fucking jerk that meat. I should have, man.
That's even more perverted. You're jerking off to your own self.
That's not gay. That's masturbation. So how that perverted?
You
That's
letting your leg get you excited, dude. There's some issues there. I already said like the first podcast that you got some issues that we gotta work out.
What's wrong with that?
You jerking off to your own leg.
You know what's worse? Is dudes jerking off to the fake vagina that someone inscribed inside the porta-john. So that's worse, I think. I can't do that. I know dudes who can, but
that's like jerking off to a cartoon. I don't do that either.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I mean, the leg thing ain't that weird, man.
It's weird.
No, it's not. Because if you have like it's like a picture. It's just on your leg.
It's weird.
I don't got it on paper or on my phone. It's on my body. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Because you probably groping your thigh and like, oh,
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing all that. That's too much. Like, that's just weird.
Oh, we drawing lines now? We can touch
that is a little weird. We are drawing lines now. It's like I have a homie who he gets his ass. He gets his ass
rabbit hole in this conversation.
Right? He gets his ass ate and his ass finger when he's with bitches, right? He's like, that's not gay. It feels good. I was like, okay, a little bit. And he goes, I don't like do it to myself when I'm masturbating. So there is lines like, I was like, all right, that's understandable, I guess. But like, there's lines here.
I bet if he had a tattoo of some titties on his thigh, it would start off with him touching his thigh, and then he'd work his way to his asshole.
That's a little much.
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway.
They ain't gonna hit the finish line.
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway to him finger banging himself.
Oh my, that's crazy. Who would have thought? Not me. But
Is it the same guy who would get in the house and fucking his wife cheating on him? Is the same guy?
who's that? I don't remember.
Oh, earlier in the podcast is
It's a dude get in the house. And
who's buying a house and his wife's cheating on him.
That's my ex. But with me. Like, she cheated on him with me. But in the past.
Oh, I thought it was someone in your unit. Like,
It might be. I don't remember it. I'm like kind of blanking right now, but I'll probably remember him after the podcast. But it's useless. But, oh yeah! Oh yeah! You were right! There is that dude! But yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks for watching. Well, actually, you guys didn't come out, but but thanks again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Peace.